from one of the loudest venues in the NFL. There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. Bitter rivals going back to their AFL days in the 1960s. The Chiefs and Raiders are underway. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing at the outset, here's Mahomes. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
With a start here to the ball game, you get the good kick return, followed by a quick first down through the air. If this defense isn't careful, they might be looking at a deficit before they know what hit them.
Yellow, yellow. I don't need to.
A first carry for Elijah Mitchell. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually. Right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
The Chiefs at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. There'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd
and 17 at the Raiders' 46-yard line.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. You look at this Raiders defense. They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it. And the Raiders are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
Rolling to his right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, That's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10.
Go.
To throw is Fields. And he'll find Hall. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Fields. They're trying to find Sharp, but it's intercepted. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
Fields pass. Intercepted. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Yellow. Yellow.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. On the move to his left. That's complete, left side to Worthy. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Yep, hey, Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday, on I'll go Louie!
They'll run here with Pacheco. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Working from the gun, Mahomes. This will be caught at about the 5. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Only able to gain a couple there. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
There's another example that playing football isn't strictly being physical. You've got to think as well. Nice job reading his keys by the linebacker and going out in the open space when they dumped it to the back. He was able to make the play and stop him short of the goal line.
And he's not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2. He tried to keep it himself but can't stretch his way in. And the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're running with anybody saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Fields now to throw. That's complete yet again to Fulton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
You got it. Here we go. Right.
Here's Fields. Pass to the left side where he's got balance. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. Now it's Fields. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chris Jones. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, Their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
Play action, Fields. That's going to be caught downfield by Chark. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Hey, 10, 11. Go.
Now Fields. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. A big play there for KC. 62 yards.
That's good for a
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Give to Pacheco off the option. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Pacheco once more, but he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because they had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Paul want to give up the middle. And he stopped immediately there. Nick Bolton there on the tackle. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Here's Tucker, complete on the right side. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Extend. Here we go. Hey, can.
They snap it to Fields. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And this one will be brought back to the 22. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
He's got Brown on the out route complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's 2nd down. Mahomes now to throw. Did he get the feed down? Yes! Touchdown! Marquise Brown, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from drawing level. Oh, such great concentration there, going right up against the side of the end zone, but able to get the feet in bounds.
There's so many things that go into that catch, and you just mentioned the concentration, being able to catch the football, get your feet down in bounds, hang on to it all the way through the process of the catch. That was a phenomenal play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
319. Hey, can.
On 1st and 10, it's home. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Fields. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Here we go. Go.
Back to throw. Fields. Short throw caught by Bowers. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Here we go on 4th down. Fields. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And that will force a turnover on downs. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. The strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Yellow.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Throw over the middle, caught by the tight end Gray. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Noah Gray. And the Chiefs will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point by Bucker is on target. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Bucker on to kick it away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guy.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. DJ Chark as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Yellow! Attack! Attack! Attack!
And we will likely not see another play here as they take the knee and head into the intermission all tied. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you, as he'll be backed up to start this drive.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
That's into the hands of his tight end Bowers. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Well, they were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
Here we go. Blue 58, blue 58, right?
A give running right is Hall. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here we go, son. 319. Angel. Extend. Hey, 551. Out, let's go. Right.
Throwing on 2nd down. Fields. Open man is Tucker. Fields to give him 2 yards there on the completion. 3rd and 7 now.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Here we go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Here's Smith to return it. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
And I'm not sure if he got a little sloppy with his mechanics or just put too much juice on the snap. But either way, this one ends up out of the punter's reach. And now it's up to their defense to bail them out.
Don't jump. Ready?
Throwing to start the drive. Fields escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
The Chiefs' 22-yard line.
Here we go, son. 551. 551. Slow, go. Go.
Play action. It's Fields. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
Here we go. Right.
Running left, it's Hall. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
2 yards on the pickup there. 3rd and 7 now.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down.
19, press, touch right. Hey, 10.
From the gun, here's Fields. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Fourth down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. Carlson able to put this one through. And they take a 17-14 lead. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
18, yellow. That's a lot, 80.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. Up past the 30, second down coming up.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Yellow.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. To throw, it's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's going to bring his run forward to the 48. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 8.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple. Now Mahomes. And the Raiders have got him. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 35. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Being chased out left. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 16. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Mahomes going to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Just too much air on the ball, and that's a missed opportunity in a game where you don't have many opportunities left.
In a 4th down.
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Hollywood Marquise Brown with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. Butker now to add the extra point. Now before they can try the extra point, a flag comes out, and they're going to get tagged for a delay of game. Butker on for the PAT. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
That's the score. Chiefs 21, Raiders 17. Carson Butker will kick off 4 games of season.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Make it to the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. DJ Chark, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders Steelers have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two. Fields trying to throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the two. They don't get it. Three quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
At their own 26-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And they'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. The offense on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. And Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Zadarius Smith in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
Here we go.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, son. Go.
Fields now to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Here we go.
Here's Fields. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing again is Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On the draw, it's Hall. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
Here we go. Right.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. To the right side, here's Mayer. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Michael Mayer from 13 yards out. And the Raiders are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Rashee Rice, 69 yards. And the Chiefs have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Bucker is on target. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Bucker on to kick it away. And takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score. But bottom line, they are still on top with the football. And a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Now Fields. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
58, you hear that? No muss, no muss. Trips with it.
Now it's Fields. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance. And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Yellow.
Now Mahomes gives to Hunt. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Inside of 2 minutes remaining in a 2-point ball game. Well, just a gigantic play here, both sides. This is 3rd and inches. Mahomes. That is caught. And he is going to get out of bounds with the first. And they are knocking on the door of field goal range now.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
And a short game there down to the 37-yard line.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tries barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9.
Yellow. On the line.
A quick throw caught by Rice. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 23. He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Running flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
At the 23-yard line.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt.
And they picked up a little bit of yardage there. And now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here comes 2nd down at 5.
Yellow, yellow.
Mahomes to throw it. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt.
A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
A big play looming on 3rd down.
Yellow.
Mahomes. Another completion here to Hunt.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Mahomes got to have this one. He's got his target. That's complete. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
First down.
Here we go. 1st and goal. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th. Wow. Wow. Well, that is the definition, Charles, of delivering under pressure. The game-winning potential. There's still a little time left on the clock, but the potential game-winning drive, and it was well executed.
I think we're going to remember this possession for a long time. We've called a bunch of games, but how about how they got it done down the stretch? Absolutely terrific. Barring some type of miraculous play in this last half minute, I think that touchdown just earned them the win. They really came up clutch when they needed it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15.
Oh, what a play, but he couldn't get out of bounds. And you've got no timeouts. They've got to get to the line of scrimmage and spike it.
Well, this offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down. And now what's this? They fake the spike. He'll throw it. And this going to wind up incomplete. So they took a chance on a fake spike. Doesn't work out. But at least here, the clock does stop with the incompletion. And a great game comes down to this. Time for one play, and they've got to get it in the end zone.
And I want every cover guy I've got in the game on defense, every extra defensive back who can make a play on the football. So whether it's nickel, dime, quarter, whatever you want to call it, I want 5, 6, 7 guys back there.
$12 yards between them and the end zone. 2nd and 10.
There we go. Green 19, get cut. West right fit. Hey, can. Get high.
And one last throw here for Fields. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Chiefs are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Well, Charles, a heartbreaking way to lose this game. They got into position for that final play, had a decent look toward the end zone, but ultimately picked off, and that's your ball game.
Yeah, they gave themselves a great opportunity, didn't they? They'll replay that snap over and over. But sometimes you just have to give credit to the other side. Defense stood up in the final moment and came through with the interception.
So for Kansas City, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.